everyone. Great to be joined by Jay Williams for what should be a terrific matchup here tonight. From Quicken Loans Arena, tonight the Cleveland Cavaliers taking on the Boston Celtics. Cavs and Celtics, and this one is underway. Jay, these teams are linked, no doubt, but Ty Lue and Brad Stevens, the head coaches in this one, they come at it from different places.
They do. Ty Lue is more of a manager, but Brad Stevens is an innovator. There's no doubt about it. When you watch the way Brad Stevens moves, in particular with stats and analytics, the Celtics are the new Moneyball team of the NBA.
Nice pass to get things going.
As my mother would say to the defender, A for effort, F for results.
Walker with the basketball. Down just a couple. Jay, for one, straighter Danny was Danny Ainge. Celtics didn't do that much, but Eastern Conference didn't see much change either.
Yeah, they didn't need to do anything if you're the Boston Celtics. You already have all the pieces to the puzzle. There's no doubt about it. The Celtics are now in the driver's seat.
Cavs at the controls. Probing the defense. Sexton to Love. Five to shoot for Cleveland. It's Boston with the rebound. To Jaylen Brown. Oh, straight down the middle, 4-2.
It looks like he's using his ball handling to feel the game out. I know it looks like he's just playing around out there trying to get the fans going. That is true, but he's also finding his rhythm.
Great dish to set it up. Goes reverse to lay it in.
And sometimes less is more. Keeping it simple is the best way.
Walker into the front court. Down 2. That's out of bounds. Last touch by Tatum. Sexton. To Love. Yes, and the foul. And a chance at 3 coming up.
The offense has very little to lose on those type of plays if they know they can, number 1, create contact, and number 2, still get the ball up. You need to assert yourself fully on the defensive end by initiating the contact and not allowing the offensive player to get that ball above his waist.
Kevin Love trying to cash in on the three-point play. For his career, 82%. Love, good with the free throw. Old-fashioned three-point play as the Cavs add to their lead. Celtics have it. Walker. To Jaylen Brown. Able to convert inside.
Old school equals high percentage.
Nothing going here on that drive. To Love. Here comes the screen. They'll get it down to Thompson. Going to launch. Beyond the arc. Cleans it up. Count it. No and 1. There was some contact there.
Contact on a drive can be a beautiful thing. Making those tough shots can really help you build a mental advantage over your defender.
To Hayward. Walker. Cavaliers with the basketball. Sexton. Cavs with 4 to shoot.
Shooter.
Knocks it down off the step back.
That's what happens when you don't force shots. They were patient, they used almost the entire shot clock, and at the end, they got a wide open look.
Walker. To Jaylen Brown. Kemba Walker, guarded by Brandon Knight. To Hayward. Lets it fly from beyond the arc. Oh, Gordon Hayward, tough make there. Can't really fault the defender.
Even though the coach initially may not like that shot, now he's clapping because that ball went in.
To Colin Sexton. To Love. Kevin Love, 2 for 2. That's what you want.
2 points. Take them any way you can get them.
Ball's controlled by Boston. Walker to Hayward. Nothing going here on that drive. Can't connect. Knight into the front court. Up 6. To Colin Sexton. Jason Tatum snatching it out of the air.
Oh, he blocked that with authority.
Across the timeline, it's Walker. They'll run the offense. Sexton. And his foot was on the line. It's going the other way. Coach has seen enough. He wants some changes. New personnel onto the floor. Nothing going here on that drive. To Walker. Cavs come away with it. Love. Jaylen Brown sends it away. Couldn't keep it in. Out of bounds off Jaylen Brown. Shifting gears. Here come some substitutions. Love. Oh, he's denied.
Oh, big man doing work right there.
Celtics have it. Surveys the floor. Nothing going here on that drive. Walker to Hayward. Gordon Hayward. That's how it's done. 2 for 3 now here in the first.
And if you don't contest, he's knocking that down with ease.
Colin Sexton scores at the rim.
The pro game has really come down to PNRs. Let's see how the defense adjusts.
Into the front court, it's Walker. Down 6. To Hayward. Driving right to the basket. Runner here won't go.
And a lot of times in this league, teams take days off. But if this defense keeps maintaining that style of pace defensively, this is going to be a dogfight.
Hayward to Kemba Walker. Give it to him. Kemba Walker missed his first. That one goes.
When I think about Kemba Walker, I think about a self-made elite PG. He's a little guy that thrives amongst the NBA giants, and he's fearless. Let me tell you about how fearless he is. Even Alvin Gentry said he's probably the biggest competitor he's ever seen. You could put him right up there with the likes of Kobe Bryant from a competitive standpoint. That goes to show you that Walker will do anything and everything to beat you every possession.
Walker with the basketball, trailing by 4. To Hayward. Here comes the screen. Hayward to Jaylen Brown. court, Hayward. That's how it's done. He's 3 of 5, 60% shooting from the field.
That was a tough shot. The guy was in your pocket. He even contested the shot. Everything was going according to plan until then.
Love to Colin Sexton. The pass set it all up.
Look, there was barely any contact on that last play. I agree with the ref's no call. Let him play.
Play is stopped. Timeout Boston as they'll talk things over in what's now a 4-point game. Some lineup changes now for both clubs. To Hayward. To Jaylen Brown. That's out. Last touch by Brandon Knight. Shot misses there by Smart. Has a look. Wide open look, won't go.
Woo, I'm telling you right now, he will not get a better look than that right there the rest of the night.
Add 2 points to the board.
I'm telling you right now, with moves like that, scoring is not going to be an issue tonight.
To Hayward. Has a chance. Shot by Hayward, no good.
And that's how you make a difference. Every shot that the offense takes, make sure that it has a 10 as far as degree of difficulty.
Can't connect. They threw extra help at him. Brown into the front court. Now down 6. Count the basket, and it could have been more. No whistle.
You normally don't see that, but that's the type of thing that keeps shooters in the league for a long time. Every once in a while, they venture into the paint.
Can't connect from inside.
But you can't just be a one-dimensional player. I know you're probably frustrated by me even saying that, but when you don't even give the option to pass the ball by utilizing some head fakes or ball fakes here and there, you save the defender by keeping them on their toes with the element of surprise.
Ball in possession of Cleveland. Trying to cash in. Off the mark. He's made those before, but that was well defended.
And that's how you close out on a shooter with a sense of urgency. The shooter was more worried about his landing space than he was the shot.
Screen coming.
Screen's coming. Here it is.
Oh, highlight moves. Tough to pull off with the defender all over you. Clarkson with the basketball. They lead it. 4-point game. To Chris. Scores from the post.
You feel that? I see the confidence building.
Brown with it up top. Looking to make something happen. Nothing going here on that drive. To Hayward. Here comes the screen.
Hey, you gotta stop switching. Stay with your man.
1 minute remaining.
Hayward with a shot, no good. To Clarkson. Marquise Chris. Lays it up and in.
Well, they have such great flow to their offense this evening. The ball isn't sticking to one player individually. It's moving around the perimeter, and it's zipping. They're playing with a special cohesiveness.
Jumper's good.
There's nothing the defense could really have done there. That's just a great shot.
Cleveland has the basketball. Clarkson. Knocked loose. Celtics have it. Gordon Hayward. That's how it's done. Now 4 for 9. Clarkson with the basketball. Leads 4. Marquise Chris. Rocking the rim. Long key from 3/4 court. That ends the first quarter. The Cavaliers with the lead. One quarter down. Neither side really distinguished itself. Jay, what stood out?
Well, first off, I'm going to take my analytical hat off and then put my fan hat on. This has been a blasé first quarter. Not good, not bad, right in between. Let's see how both teams come out and try to adjust themselves in the second half.
To Hayward. Here comes the screen. Lets it fly from long range. Marcus Smart forcing that one. Well defended. Clarkson with the basketball. 2-point advantage. To Chris. Runner here. Won't go down. To Hayward. Here comes the screen. Hayward. 5 seconds to shoot. Has a look. Gordon Hayward. That's how it's done. He's 5 for 10, shooting 50%.
Did you see the way that dribble freed him up? It created so much space. I did, but the defender didn't.
To Chris. Clarkson. To Chris. To the outside.
Here we go.
For 3. Jordan Clarkson is going to get a chance at 3 here. For his career, 80% at the line. Knocks down the first. Knocks down the second free throw. Knocks down all 3 at the line. Walker into the front court. Down 3. Tatum. That's good D. Shot no good. Clarkson with the basketball. Up by 3. A pass taken away by the Celtics. Cavs at the controls. gets it in the left corner. Beyond the arc for three. And Kevin Love, no hesitation, hits the catch-and-shoot three.
Ed, let me tell you how this one goes. It ain't no fun if the homies can't have some. Everyone's getting a piece of the rock tonight.
To Cantor. And now he's going to shoot a few more as he's fouled going up for it.
Love the fact that the shooter created contact on the upward motion to shoot the basketball. Big-time play.
Jason Tatum, couple of free throws on the way. For his career, 82%. And hits the first free throw.
Number 13,
Able to convert on both free throws. Clarkson to Love. Short jumper off the mark.
See, when good shooters catch, they just shoot. When bad shooters catch, they become hesitant, reluctant. That's the first sign of a guy that doesn't have confidence.
And it's Cantor. He's finally on the board. Makes his first shot.
And while the ball was still in his hands, a sidestep throws a defender off. People aren't used to seeing that type of footwork.
Clarkson. Screen coming.
Hey, double screen.
Clarkson. Oh, nice find for the basket.
Well, when you play for each other and not just for yourself, that's when great things happen. You essentially lose yourself in what the team is trying to accomplish. It's called unselfish basketball. And there's nothing more beautiful than rewarding your teammate with a nice pass and letting them finish for 2 or 3 points.
Cavaliers with the basketball. Here comes the screen. Clarkson to Love. Down low Thompson. Able to convert inside. Across the timeline, it's Walker. Down 4 to Jaylen Brown. Walker to Cantor.
One of the best kept secrets in the game. Utilizing a head fake. Get the defender in the air. Crack into him. Don't give the refs any excuse not to call foul. I put that one on you. You went up a little bit lazy.
Into the front court, it's Walker. He'll run the offense. To Marcus Smart. Shot clock coming down to 4. Down to 3. Short jumper stays out.
I just love where this takes you into the psychological battle as a player offensively. Was that a great contest, or did you just miss the shot? But now you have me thinking about that the entire next possession.
Boston with the basketball. Love to Clarkson. And he's fouled. He's going to the line for 2.
Ed, as a defender, you cannot, I repeat, you cannot foul in the act of upward motion into your shot. Your timing needs to be better.
Jordan Clarkson has got 2 shots coming. He's perfect from the line so far. First one, count it. And he makes them both. Walker with the basketball. Down 6. Nothing going here on that drive. To Hayward. 5 on the shot clock from long range. Tough shot there for Jaylen Brown. No good.
And look, sometimes you don't have it going every single night. Maybe utilize yourself as a decoy and get some teammates involved with your passing.
To Walker. Hayward. Not going down for him this time. Clarkson with the basketball. Up 6. Thompson. Jaylen Brown rejects it.
That's why a rim protector is a necessity in this game.
To Kemba Walker. To Cantor. And it's Cantor. He is shooting well. He's made 2/3 of his shots. Now a whistle, and Cleveland is going to use a timeout as they'll talk things over in what's now a 4-point game. We have both squads set to make some moves right now. Sexton. He shoots. Oh, off the mark. Nice touch around the basket with the tip.
In the paint, you need to finish just like that.
Walker. To Jaylen Brown. And scores. Strong take.
That's what I'm talking about, Ed. It's that simple. Put the ball in the bucket.
Walker into the front court. Down 8.
Right.
To Jaylen Brown. Walker. Tatum. That's off the side of the rim. Short. Sexton. It's a big finish.
I don't think I could do that on a 5-foot rim.
I can, because that's my only choice. Across the timeline, it's Walker. They find themselves down 10. Tatum. Not that time. Sexton to Love. Oh, great pass, setting up the basket.
That's a strong finish. Regardless of contact, finishing strong is key.
Into the front court, it's Walker. Down 12. To Jaylen Brown. Fires the 3. Well defended.
And there's always so much talk about defense. How about offensively? If you continue to attack that shooter, now you're making him work on the defensive end. That makes him take his legs away on the offensive end.
Sexton. And a pass stolen by Boston.
You go back to the principles, things that we started working on when we were in 1st and 2nd grade. It's called the shell drill. You stay down in the stance defensively, you try to deny the next pass away, and you have to communicate. If your conditioning is bad, you have no chance. But if you're able to do all these things together, collectively, you will be able to stop a great passing team.
Celtics have it. Take stock of the floor. Shot clock, it's coming down to 4. Now down to 3. Deep 2 there, won't go. Sexton, a bad pass, and the Celtics have it. Had a good look there, but it's no good. To Colin Sexton. Goes to the left side. Love. Here's a chance from long range. That's off the side of the rim. No good.
Shooters shoot. Period. I don't want to hear any excuses. That's why you're on the floor. You keep doing what you're doing with that superior confidence.
And count the basket inside.
Strong finish. That's what you need, regardless of contact, focusing on the rim.
Out of bounds. Last touch by the Cavaliers. Both coaches hitting the reset button. Fresh legs coming onto the floor. Walker with the basketball. Final minute, first half. Screen coming.
Screen on your right. On your right.
Walker to Hayward. Tatum buries it.
I love the pure confidence on that jumper. He takes that three despite the defender being right in front of his face. That's borderline disrespectful.
Sexton. Jason Tatum with a piece.
That kid can block out the sun, Ed.
Oh, he had it. Ball in possession of Cleveland. A pass taken away by the Celtics. Hayward. He was all over him. Just inside the arc. At the buzzer. That's it. First half has come to an end. The Cavaliers have the lead.
It's time for the Rose Report at halftime, and it's brought to you by EA Sports. The Cavaliers have the advantage on the scoreboard at halftime. It was their playmaking, the way they gave each other scoring opportunities. That really impresses me. I love seeing unselfish basketball like that. These are the guys getting buckets for the Cleveland Cavaliers. The Celtics are down at halftime and in need of some momentum. They've got the break to figure some things out. And trust me, they've got a few things to figure out. Still, it's not like they're totally out of this game. Have a look at the leading scorers for the Boston Celtics.
Game track. Assists. Player of the half.
Thompson has been making the competition look silly on the defensive end.
was cold.
No one wants to be picked for this segment, but he couldn't avoid it. Maybe he'll turn things around in the second half. Here we go with the top plays from the first half.
Number 2. Number 1.
Back to Ed and Jay to bring you the second half action.
Walker into the front court. The margin standing now at 7. Here comes the screen. Nothing going here on that drive. Walker to Hayward. Cleans it up. Offensive board. Grabs his own miss and scores. Good concentration.
And sometimes less is more. Keeping it simple is the best way.
Sexton. And a pass stolen by Boston. Finishing inside the paint on that one. Now the Cavs going to signal for timeout as they'll discuss matters in what's now a 3-point game. Sexton.
Hey, watch this screen, man.
They'll get it down to Thompson. Tristan Thompson with the slam. Good luck keeping up with that.
Did you see that jump? It was as quick as a pogo stick.
Hayward to Walker. Kevin Love with the block.
Ed, that's light work for a guy with his ability.
Cleveland has the basketball. To Colin Sexton. Here comes the screen. Sexton. Down low Thompson. Oh, big finish at the rim.
We call that get your money and put it in the bank.
Brown into the front court. Right now, down 7. Leaving no doubt. Slams it down. Jay, let's see if that's a sign for him.
Well, he's been pretty much non-existent the first 3 quarters, but when you have a play like that, that can get the juices going, and that can help you with your offensive rhythm.
Across the timeline, it's Walker. The deficit now up to 5. Kicks it around the perimeter to Kemba Walker. Work it down to Brown. Using the post to his advantage there, and the finish at the rim.
There's no better feeling after a game after you had 25-plus assists and you won the game, and everybody recognizes that it's time for their bank accounts to get rewarded.
Short jumper off the mark.
It's easy. Force guys into low percentage shots. That's the reason why we're big into stats. It was all provided to you before the game in the scouting report.
Sexton to Love. To Colin Sexton. Thompson. Hayward. to Jaylen Brown. Boston with 4 to shoot. 4-3. Tough shot there for Jaylen Brown. No good.
Just because you're an elite shooter doesn't mean you need to shoot the ball every possession. Maybe give a head fake, crack into the defender, get to the free throw line, see the ball go in the hole.
Into the front court, it's Walker. His guys now trailing by a point. Cavs at the controls. To Colin Sexton.
Hey, big screen right there, big screen.
Boston secures the rebound. Walker with the basketball. His guys now down by a point. Hayward. Shot clock's at 5. Down to 4. Tatum. And knocks it down. Jay, the defender, tough to gamble that time beyond the arc.
Well, that change is inevitable. And one of the things that continues to fascinate me about this game, usually when you see a good three-point shooting team, their shoulders are square to the basket. That's no longer the case in today's game. These guys are off balance, they're moving different ways, yet they still have extreme shot-making ability.
The opposing coach is going to counter, make some changes of his own. Sexton. Oh, denied.
As my old teammate RJ would say, stay down, clown.
Sexton. Short jumper stays out. Cavaliers with the basketball. To Colin Sexton. Here comes the screen. Had a chance, but it's no good. Walker into the front court. Lead is 2. To Hayward. To Jaylen Brown. Nothing going here on that drive. And he knocks it down, Jay.
And the true test of a team's character is how they respond when they get hit in the mouth. Keep digging.
Out of bounds. Last touch by the Cavaliers. Time to adjust. Both coaches making changes on the floor. Walker. Short jumper off the mark. To Love. From the painted area, won't go down. To Walker. Count the basket at the rim.
Man, that may not have been a gimme, but that layup at the rim definitely chips away at the pride of the defense.
Ball's controlled by Boston. To Kemba Walker. Nothing going here on that drive. Walker. The Celtics down to 4 in the shot clock. Fires the three. Marcus Smart forcing that one. Well defended. Sexton. Gets it in the right corner. Love. Buries it on the catch and shoot.
Every hero needs a good sidekick. Nice find to set up the three.
And stuffs it home.
It's easy to become mesmerized when you watch a player who can create off the dribble. We call that dancing. When you allow a player to dance with that much space, that's a problem city.
Love to Colin Sexton. Defense making the ball carrier work. Celtics have it. To Walker. Going to launch. Beyond the arc. That's off the side of the rim. Short. Probing the defense. Sexton. Out of bounds. Last touch by the Cavaliers. Both teams tweaking their lineups. Here comes some changes. Walker. Old school. Backs his man down for the basket.
2 points. Take them any way you can get them.
Sexton. Oh, the touch at the rim. Count it.
This type of game needs to be celebrated. This is the type of culture that is fostered when you play with unselfish players. When you give up a little bit of yourself and you make your teammate look great, that's the difference between winning and losing. So when you see these guys smiling, when you see them giving each other high fives, that's because of the energy that was created from the pass. Pass is one of the most brilliant things we have in this game.
Sexton to Clarkson. To Colin Sexton. And he's going to the free throw line.
I'm watching the coach's reaction right now, and I'll tell you, he's not going to be happy about that. The game comes down to the micro details. That wasn't a part of the plan right there.
Kevin Love at the line for 2 shots. Hasn't missed yet. And he connects on the first free throw. Good free throw shooting. Knocks down a pair. Boston with the basketball. To Hayward. Sizing up the defense. Hayward to Marcus Smart. Lets it fly from beyond the arc. Off the mark. No good. Sexton to Clarkson. Plenty of contact. The shot no good.
But you can't just be a one-dimensional player. I know you're probably frustrated by me even saying that, but when you don't even give the option to pass the ball by utilizing some head fakes or ball fakes here and there, you save the defender by keeping them on their toes with the element of surprise.
Screen coming. Clarkson to Colin Sexton. Not that time. Right time, right player.
Can't teach height.
And count the basket.
I've seen him float so much on the perimeter, I forgot he even had that kind of physical presence. Good to see him beating up on people down low again.
To Marcus Smart.
Screen, screen.
You've got to get that one to go. Love to Colin Sexton. They go down low to Chris. Missed a wide open look.
And that's next level defense. The defender took away the pocket space of the shooter. Now, as a shooter, they shoot hundreds of shots each and every day from that pocket with consistency. Now you force them to change the angle or the positioning of that pocket. You're going to lower the chances of them making that shot.
Cantor to Marcus Smart. Kevin Love swats it.
That kid can block out the sun, Ed.
Ball in possession of Cleveland. Clarkson to Colin Sexton. Clarkson to Colin Sexton. Here comes the screen. Lets it fly from long range. He's got it for three.
You know, from a point guard perspective, one of the things that I learned when I played in the league was that the more I was willing to give the ball up, the harder other players were willing to run to their spots. The harder the bigs were running to the rim. The harder the three-point shooters were running to the three-point line because they knew they could be active recipients. And when they caught the ball, they knew exactly what to do with it.
Cantor sends it away. Third quarter comes to an end. The Cavaliers with the lead. The Cavaliers start with the basketball here in the fourth quarter. Partner, you and I were just shaking our heads during this quarter break. We can't believe how good a game this has been.
And we've seen this so many times with the teams that are the most talented on paper. This shouldn't even be a game. But sometimes an underdog, they rise to the challenge. And they've really hung in there all the way in these three quarters.
Celtics have it. Nothing going here on that drive. Give it to him. Kemba Walker. Tough shooting. Only 2 for 6 after that make.
That might have been a little bit easier than expected there, considering the score.
To Chris. For 3. Rebound comes to Cantor. Across the timeline, it's Walker. His group now down 2. And the finish at the rim.
And here's a next level comment for you. K-Walk is one of the rare guys in the league today that blurs the lines between the streets and the league.
Clarkson to Chris. Got a piece of it.
And that's light work for a guy with his ability.
Ball's controlled by Boston. Walker to Cantor. And it's Cantor. With that shot, he's 5 for 8.
Well, we got a chance to firsthand watch something be created. I think we just watched an epidemic of passing. I've never seen something like this before. It was so contagious, everybody started to do it, and it ultimately led to the other team's demise.
If that's an epidemic, sign me up. Almost. Unlucky bounce. Into the front court, it's Walker. 2-point advantage. Scores from the post.
You've heard it before. Slow and steady wins the race. This approach might be working out after all.
Clarkson with the basketball. Looking to make something happen. Love. They go down low to Chris. Marquise Chris rocking the rim.
That's what I'm talking about. Nice finish. It's all business.
Celtics have it. Walker. Now pass taken away by Cleveland.
Tonight, it may not cost you, but in a playoff game, it will.
It was right there. Walker with the basketball. Leads a bucket. To Marcus Smart. Here comes the screen. To Kemba Walker. Beyond the arc for three. Can't defend it any better. Kemba Walker misses.
Just because you're an elite shooter doesn't mean you need to shoot the ball every possession. Maybe give a head fake, crack into the defender, get to the free throw line, see the ball go in the hole.
Shot from the lane won't go. Walker. Pass stolen by the Cavs. Clarkson. To Love. Knocked loose. Love. Runners good there. Timeout Boston as they'll make sure they're all on the same page here in the fourth quarter.
And I've been seeing a lot of barking back and forth between the players and the fans. I actually like that. I think that gets the players more engaged in the game, in particular sometimes when the game seems like it's dead air.
Changes coming from both sides right now.
Number 2. Entering the game for the Boston Celtics.
Walker. Deep left corner. To Walker. Marquise Chris. Tips it.
Just erasing mistakes left and right.
Colin Sexton slams it down.
It's a new day in sports when you see little guards dunk the ball like they're big. That's called a 40-inch vertical.
To Kemba Walker. Kevin Love. Huge block.
You know why? I don't see anybody on the defensive end standing up out of position. I see everybody squatted down, really active with their hands. That's the mentality that will lead you to where you want to go.
Kemba Walker picked up by Marquise Chris. Able to convert inside.
There you go, finally. Shoot your shot.
To Love. Clarkson. And finishes at the rim. Kevin Love with the stuff.
It's that easy, Ed. You never want to leave any doubt when attacking the rim.
Walker into the front court. His guys find themselves trailing by a bucket. Screen coming. Shot clock winding down. Has a chance. Deep two there. Won't go. Cleveland has the basketball. Sexton to Love. Probing the defense. Not that time. Across the timeline, it's Walker. They trail by 2. Kevin Love pins it.
This game is all about playing mind tricks on people. The offense is more worried about getting their shot blocked than they are about actually making the shot.
And counted at the rim.
Man, that may not have been a gimme, but that layup at the rim definitely chips away at the pride of the defense.
Sexton to Love. Screen coming. Oh, great defense there, forcing the pickup. Love. Not that time. Cavs have it.
Tie ball game. Make this possession count.
And scores.
Absolute stud. Just flexing on them on both the defensive and offensive end. I don't know if we should call him the young bull anymore. He's maturing right in front of our eyes.
New blood coming in for both sides.
Entering the game for Cleveland, number 13, Tristan Thompson.
Oh, ferocious slam inside.
An easy two. Get back on defense.
Sexton. Boston with the basketball. And watch him do the rest. Slam dunk.
You know, Ed, the effort is what concerns me the most. Effort is replenishable. If you're tired, raise your hand, check yourself out. Get somebody who actually wants to get back in transition and play some defense. That will help your team win the game, not you just staying in the game to be better on offense.
Love for two. Count it for Kevin Love.
He's been doing this for years. The physicality in which he plays, no one wants to see that. You're going to leave the game with black and blue marks all over your body.
He throws it down.
Oh, man, did you see that swiftness? He dunked that thing like a tennis ball.
It looked like that in his hand. Sexton to Love. Knocked loose. Out of bounds. Last touch by the Celtics. So it remains Cleveland basketball. Substitution made in this one. Sexton to Love. Sexton to Love. 5 to shoot for Cleveland. From long range, that's off the side of the rim, no good. Into the front court, it's Walker. The lead is 2. That pass stolen by the Cavs. Sexton to Love. Tristan Thompson with the slam. He climbed the ladder on that one.
Well, the question is, how big is the ladder? He's still climbing.
To Walker. Hayward. From the painted area, won't go down. Yes, and a foul. He'll have a chance at a three-point play.
And I know there's so much excitement about the play, but everybody looks at the player. More people need to pay attention to the guy at the end of the bench, the strength and conditioning coach, because this kid's been putting in the time and effort every day in the weight room.
of those good. A three-point play, and with that, they go up by 3. Sexton. To Love. Old school. Backs his man down for the basket.
Old school equals high percentage.
Celtics have it. Here comes the screen. To Brown. Down low. Whoa, Jaylen Brown above the rim.
If you didn't dunk that, then we would have to talk about it.
To Love. Tough make through traffic.
But most importantly, you have to keep the ball moving. Maybe run some floppy sets, some horn sets. Raise those bigs up, which open up the lane, and let them be the passers to make plays easier for the guards.
To Kemba Walker. Sexton. They'll get it down to Thompson. Oh, emphatic slam.
This type of game needs to be celebrated. This is the type of culture that is fostered when you play with unselfish players. When you give up a little bit of yourself and you make your teammate look great, that's the difference between winning and losing. So when you see these guys smiling, when you see them giving each other high fives, that's because of the energy that was created from the pass. Pass is one of the most brilliant things we have in this game.
Oh, they could have really used that one, but the shot's no good. Cavs at the controls. Sexton. To Love. Off the assist. Brown with it up top. His guys down 3. Trying to cash in. Gets a look. Can't hit.
I just love where this takes you into the psychological battle as a player offensively. Was that a great contest, or did you just miss the shot? But now you have me thinking about that the entire next possession.
To Love. Cavs with 4 to shoot. Has a look. Now a step back.
The defender needs to do a better job of forcing a pickup there.
Now the Celtics going to use a timeout. They'll need a quick shot and then likely a quick foul in what is now a 2-possession game. Footer at the buzzer. Off the mark. With defense like that, little margin for error. The Cavs are victorious as they take care of business at home. For Jay Williams and all our crew, I'm Ed Cohen saying so long for now. This has been a presentation of the NBA on EA Sports.
Jalen Rose here, and I've got your EA Sports post-game wrap-up. The Cavaliers won this game after a close finish. You ask me, and I'll tell you, it was the ball movement that made all the difference. There's something to be said for a team that can win as a group, and that's what happened here today. The Celtics lost a tight one today, and you can see the disappointment.
Sure, it's great they shot so well from three, but none of that really matters when your team has one more loss to show for it.
Here are the guys who put up the most points for the Boston Celtics.
Game track. 3-point shooting.
Each of these teams were solid with their long-range shooting. So by extension, they were pretty poor with their perimeter defense. Closing out on shooters must always happen, whether you're tired or not.
Player of the game.
Tristan Thompson put up the kind of points that made him an easy choice for this award. He couldn't be stopped. And when he realized he was in the zone, he just took it to another level.
Who was cold?
This isn't the segment you want to be in, of course, but even the best players find their way into this part of the show.
Top plays, and we've got 3 of them for you.
Number 2. Number 1.
On behalf of ESPN on EA Sports, I'm Jalen Rose, and it's been our pleasure to present you with some NBA basketball.